Welcome back to Walsall Fan TV. We are back from Italy and the action is thick and fast. Plenty to cover in this. We got last night's game, Carabao Cup, Blackburn 4, Walsall 3. We're going to talk about that. 5 things we learnt about the new Walsall squad. Holiday mishap. I do my little quizzes and I'm going to give you some little snippets, a bit funny, and but that's going to come up as well. And a lesson Matt Sadler needs to learn, and then the latest on Marv. That's all coming up. All the clips that I've got in this were kindly sent by Lee. Lee's got his own channel now, Walsall on the Road, which is a fun watch as well. So have yourselves a look at that. Last night's game, Matt Sadler confused us all with his lineup. Took some working out, but when they took to the field, we finally had the 3-5-1-1. I think is best described. McKenty had moved into midfield, but he moved back into the back three with the Priest still absent, of course, alongside Daniels and Hussey. We had Jackson Smith in goal, so giving him some game time as well, so that's good. On the right side, right wing back, Joe Folks, want to talk about him. On the left side, Taylor Allen also got some time. In the middle, Comley. We thought he was a forgotten man. He came in as the CDM, and Stirk and Riley playing ahead of him. And then a front of the diamond, as it were, Ross Tierney. He did very well. And then up front, Douglas James Taylor. Coming off the bench late on, we had OT and Ram. And what a super cameo Ram had. Managed to open his professional account with an excellent goal. We've got a copy of that here, thanks to Lee from Walsall on the Road. It was a very positive game for Walsall. Scored 3 goals, but suddenly conceded the 4, of course. The most disappointing thing was conceding just after we'd scored on 2 occasions. Forget this bit. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications, because we will be back on air later with the match preview with Stockport. We're talking to Stockport superfan Craig. We've had him on the channel before. Very honest guy. So we'll be talking to him later. So make sure you catch that. Cheers. Walsall took the lead, a Tierney corner, looping over, and McKenty got his head on it and looped it in for Walsall to take the lead. But then they went right down the other end and scored. It did look, from certain angles, that Joe Folks stopped it from going over the line. But goal line technology at Ewood Park gave the goal to Blackburn. Walsall got themselves in the lead again. An excellent crossfield ball from Donovan Daniels after Brandon Comley had done well to retain possession. It was met by Joe Folks on the right-hand side. He cut inside and pulled the ball back, and Tierney, unmarked, just slotted it home. But then calamity struck, and a minute later, another goal for Blackburn. So frustrating, sort of conceding straight away again. Early in the second half, Blackburn took the lead for the first time in the tie, and then got another one. And Walsall smarting a little bit, late to make subs perhaps. But Walsall carried on fighting, and then Ram popped up with this beauty. So pleased for Ram. He does work so hard. The people think he's a bit lightweight because he's small, but trust me, Ram is like a battering ram, and he certainly can put himself about. There is talk of him going out on loan, but with that goal and showing Matt Sadler what he can do with a cameo appearance, is that going to be put on hold, and is he going to get some more game time and get regular cameos? I think Russell were talking about taking him on loan, but after last night's cameo, I think he should stay with the first team squad and get 20 minutes at the end of each game. I think that's what he needs. Another guy that is actually going out on loan is Marv. We did say that he'd struggle for first team opportunities, so it makes sense for him to go out on loan. He's going to Stourbridge in the Southern Premier Central, which is level 7, which is a step up from Worcester City he was at last season. Initially, it's just a month loan, but we'll see whether he steps up those 2 levels and see how he copes with it. But it's good for his development. I think he's not quite first team ready as yet, so that's good. Lee Morwinder's man of the match for last night. Lee has gone with Ross Tierney. Excellent performance. But plenty of credit to Joe Folks on the right wing back slot, and Brandon Comley also very, very good. Very positive performance all round, I think. We need to stop letting in the goals. It is the right side of centre back that is our weak point at the moment. Initially we thought Hussey might be our weak link, but he's playing very well. Right then, so 5 things we've learnt. Number 5, the HUTCH. If he thought he was going to have regular, comfortable run in the team, I think he's going to get a rude awakening. Russ Tierney should start on Saturday for me. Very impressive performance. And Ram, of course, with his cameo, he's chomping at the bit as well. So HUTCH may be sliding down the pecking order. 4, Brandon Comley. He slotted into CDM role very well last night. Very combative. Did a great job. And I think he could have forced his way back into the team. With McEntee likely to carry on at right centre-back, unless the Priest is fit. Could be a chance to Brandon Comley to settle himself into the team. Just ahead of him, Riley, Stirk. That's but if you've only got the 2 there, who's going to play? Comley and Stirk, or Riley and Stirk? So plenty of competition for places, which is all bodes well. 3, the right wing back slot. We have been talking about whether we should bring a player in for that, and we know we're looking for Liam Bennett, but that wasn't to be. Tom Knowles being out injured for a while has sort of exposed us a little bit. But Joe Folkes, 2 years at Kidderminster, has done him a lot of good. Very impressive last night. Is he our regular right wing back until Tom Knowles gets fit? And it could be an interesting one, making use of the subs. Give Tommy Knowles 70 minutes and then Joe Folkes 20. Or maybe the other way around. I say 70 and 20, it's 100-minute game now. So maybe 60-40 perhaps. Number 2, right-sided centre-back. That is where we're struggling. Harry Williams got caught out a little bit. It all being fair, his first game in the EFL against Morecambe. So that was not being too harsh on him. He's a good player and I think he'll get there. And then McKenty, he sort of filled in there last night. But he found it tough going as well. So we need the Priest back. Hopefully he'll be ready to go on Saturday. Number 1, the big thing we learnt last night is Walsall's fighting spirit. Very strong at the moment. Walsall kept going even when we went 4-2 down. And obviously Ram pulling that one back. But Walsall kept pushing, kept playing on the front foot, which is what we need to see. But if the wins don't come, the confidence may start dropping. So 3 points on Saturday against Super Stockport. We could do with that. And then, of course, on Tuesday, next Tuesday, we're away to Wrexham. I'm joining Lee on his Walsall on the road for that one. So that's going to be fun. Right then, and next, holiday mishaps. Well, there was a couple of couple of comedy things really, and we'll get this into the next quiz. Some questions in the next quiz. We contemplated having a guide when we went round Pompeii. We were advised against it, and that was confirmed when we're walking up the main road of Pompeii. And the first thing we heard a guide say, they looked down at the stones, and she was describing to her guests that it was everlasting stone, which for a building that's been a city that's been there over 2,000 years, everlasting stones. Well, generally most stones are pretty much everlasting, but 2,000 years is sort of enough. The other one. The mishap, I messed up real bad on the holiday. So this will be like a bit of a, what's the name, multiple choice. Which one of these happened? Did we miss the flight? Did I get the wrong time for the flight in my head, which meant we had a bit of a problem? Did I get sunburnt because I didn't put my suntan lotion on in the correct areas? Or the fourth one, did Stephen get burnt after refusing to wear a hat? Well, the answer to that one is it was a bit of a mess up on my part. In my head, we were leaving Naples at 2:20, which was actually the estimated time of arrival in Birmingham. So we'd booked a coach to take us at 10:30 to get us to the airport for 12 o'clock. But the plane was taking off at 12:15, so we had a bit of a mad dash and had to get a taxi that zoomed us there. €250 I got slapped. Feel well and truly done by it, but we had no other option. So yeah, that's an embarrassing one. But here on Walsall Fan TV, I admit my mistakes. We all make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Including, and that goes back to Matt Sadler. He's new to the game. We know we've got Gary Waddock, his able assistant. So far, his subs have not been hitting the spot, been leaving it too late. And we've been starting games a bit slow, generally. But the subs he made last night was just after we'd gone 3-2 down. And given how many subs we can make now, we can make 5 subs. And we've got a game going on 100 minutes. He's really got to make better use of the subs. And as we've gone through the team there, in midfield, we've got excellent cover. Right wing back, left wing back, we've got cover. Taylor Allen and Liam Gordon, of course. And then we will have Knowles and Joe Folks as right wing backs. And then up front, we've got cover up front as well. Draper, he's coming back. And Oti, he had a very good cameo as well. Set up a great chance for Tierney. And then the chance for Ram, similar setup. And Ram tucked it away, of course. So, have you got all of those ready for the next quiz? Because we've got more things to give away. A cap. Join the pain. I think I've got another bag that's spare. So, and the cups. I've got the cups. You've seen the cups, haven't you? I've seen the cups. Sadlers forever. Right then, so get ready for the next quiz. We'll be announcing that. We'll be doing that not too long. We're going to get these quizzes in. Everybody loves a quiz, don't they? Thanks for watching. Horse Fan TV. Join the pain. Cheers.